I was broke. No savings, no connections, nothing to my name but debt and desperation. Yet today I am standing here telling you how I discovered something that turned my life around. This is not fantasy. This is not late night bluff. Right now, AI is rewriting the American dreams. It's creating billionaires faster than the internet boom, faster than the housing market, faster even than the crypto. If you think this is hype, stick with me because by the end of this video, you will see exactly how Americans are using AI to rise from nothing to unimaginable wealth. And you will hear the stories of billionaires who rode this wave before the rest of us even knew it existed. And trust me on this, that it will make you rethink everything you believe about work, opportunity, and money. For me, the story begins at rock bottom. I was living in a small rented apartment, barely scraping by, working long hours for wages that barely covered groceries. Like many in America, I knew the system was stacked against me. Wages weren't rising, but costs were. The dream of financial freedom felt further away with every passing year. Then one night, scrolling through YouTube, I stumbled across a demo of an early AI tool generating an essay in seconds. At first, I laughed it off, but then a thought hit me like lightning. If this machine could write in seconds, what would take me an hour? What else could it do? That night, I couldn't sleep because for the first time in years, I saw leverage. And leverage is the single most powerful force in wealth creation. But here's the thing, I wasn't the only one awake that night. Across the countries, billionaires and venture capitalists had already seen the writing on the wall. They weren't just curious, they were betting billions. And one of them would quietly become the architect of a trillion-dollar fortune. Elon Musk was one of the earliest backers of OpenAI, long before it became a household name. At that time, people thought AI was decades away from being useful. But Musk wasn't betting on today's potential, he was betting on tomorrow's inevitability. Then came Sam Altman, a man who once struggled to keep startup alive, who became the face of the most powerful AI company in the world. Yet even their stories were pale in comparison to Juan, the CEO of Nvidia. 10 years ago, this company was almost known to gamers. They made GPUs, chips that rendered video game graphics. But Juan had the foresight to realize those same chips could power machine learning and deep neural network. Fast forward today, Nvidia is valued at over $1 trillion, making Juan one of the wealthiest men in America. What's fascinating is Juan didn't invent AI. He didn't launch an app that everyone uses daily. He built the infrastructure. He sold the picks and shovel in the AI gold rush. And history shows, from oil barons to railroad tycoons, the people who build the infrastructure always wins the biggest. But don't walk away thinking you need to own a $1 trillion chip company to join this revolution. Because in coffee shops, spare bedrooms, and tiny co-working spaces across America, people are using AI to create fortunes from scratch. And the story of 120-something entrepreneurs prove it. Meet Alex, a college dropout from Ohio. He do not have any coding background, no Silicon Valley connection, but he did have curiosity. He began using ChatGPT and generate ad copies for local businesses, gym, restaurants, and car dealership. What used to take him 2 hours now took him 10 minutes. Within 6 months, he was charging $500 per month to dozens of clients, running a one-man marketing agency powered almost entirely by AI. By his first year, Alex had cleared 6 figures. That's not billionaire money, but it's the exact stepping stone every self-made billionaire starts with, solving one painful problem for one group of people. Stories like Alex are popping everywhere. In Los Angeles, a former graphic designer built an AI logo generator that now sells hundreds of subscriptions a day. In New York, a mom of 2 created an AI-powered resume builder and went from stay-at-home parent to tech founder. These aren't isolated incidents. They are proof that AI is lowering the barrier to entry so dramatically that anyone with internet access can compete in industries once locked behind degrees, capital, or corporate ladders. But here's the catch. These small wins create comfort, and comfort kills ambitions. Millionaires stops at 6 figures. Billionaires, on the other hand, play an entirely different game. The game starts with scale. Scale is where AI transforms hustles into moguls. When you automate repetitive work, you don't just save time, you create exponential growth. Imagine running a business where customer support is handled by AI chatbots, marketing content is generated in real time, invoices are managed by algorithm, and new product ideas are tested as predictive AI models. Suddenly, a single person can run an operation that once required a team of 20. That's how small writing tools called Jasper, founded in Austin, went from simple copy generator to a company making over $100 million a year in just 2 years. They didn't stop at solving one problem. They packaged AI as a product, gave it scale, and let the market explode. And Jasper isn't alone. Dozens of US startups are reaching valuations of hundreds of millions in record time. AI travel planners, AI video editors, AI tutors, each of them started as a small experiment. Each of them proved the same point. Scale is not just possible, it's faster than ever before in history. But scale only gets you so far, and this is where billionaires separate themselves from millionaires. Because while entrepreneurs chase clients, billionaires chase infrastructures. Here's the uncomfortable truth: billionaires don't think about selling to 10 people or even thousands. They think about powering entire industries. Jeff Bezos didn't just build an online bookstore. He built Amazon Web Service, the cloud backbone of the internet. In America right now, the government is pouring billions into AI defense program, healthcare systems and infrastructure. Hospitals are now adopting AI diagnostic to detect cancer earlier and faster than doctors. Wall Street firms are betting on AI model to predict market shift. The money is not just in apps. It is being the skeleton, the nervous system, the invisible engine that powers the whole economy. And here's the plot twist. While infrastructure is the billionaire tiers, revolution always create overlooked doorways for everyday people. Think back to the internet. In the 1990s, it wasn't Jeff Bezos who got rich. Thousands of small entrepreneurs who built online stores, affiliated sites, e-commerce tools, many become millionaires, some even billionaires. AI is the same but faster, which means the window of opportunity is wide for now. But how do you move from zero to small wins to scale to empire? That's where the roadmaps comes in. It begins with literacy. AI is a new language, and like any language, fluency creates opportunity. You don't need to code at PhD level, but you must understand prompts, workflows, and automation. That literacy unlocks the first dollar. The next step is starting small, using AI to solve one clear problem for a group of people who can pay. The third step is scale, transforming service into system. System can be software, platforms, or communities, but the key is automation and replication. Once the system works, you enter the capital stage, where investors and partners help you multiply faster. And finally, the billionaire stage, infrastructure. By then, you are not just solving problems, you are powering industries. Think of it climbing rungs of a ladder. Each rung prepares you for the next. Skip a rung and you will fall. Take them steadily and eventually you are not just on the ladder, you are holding it. But here is what most people miss. The biggest AI opportunity isn't here yet. According to PwC, AI is projected to add over $15 trillion to the global economy by 2030. And with the US capturing the lion's share, that number is so large it's hard to comprehend. To put it in perspective, that's more than the entire GDP of China in 2020. What that means is the biggest AI companies of tomorrow may not even exist yet. They will be built in dorm rooms, garages, and co-working spaces like Google was born in Stanford Lab and Facebook was born in Harvard dorm. And here's the kicker. Every wealth revolution looked obvious in hindsight. In the 1900s, oil did the same, and in 2000, the internet minted new billionaires. And now, AI is the revolution, but faster, more global, and more disruptive than ever before. 10 years from now, people will look back and say, of course, AI created billionaires. The question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be the one saying you missed the wave? The American dream was always been about reinvention. From steel to oil to internet, each generation had its chance to rise. Today, AI is our chance. I was broke, but I used AI to change my path. Others are already building six-figure businesses, seven-figure startups, and billion-dollar companies. One day soon someone will tell their children, I had nothing but I discovered AI, and that decision made me free. Today the question is, will that story be yours or someone else's? If you found this video valuable, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps push this message to more people who need to hear this. And if you know someone who is still in the dark about what's happening, share this video with them. You might change their life. And of course, subscribe so that you don't miss the next step-by-step breakdowns of how to ride this AI wave. That's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay safe, stay alert, and take care.